Meghan Markle said she disliked feeling forced to be all looks and little substance during her stint as a briefcase girl on the US version of Deal or No Deal. Meghan reflected on her time working on the game show in 2006 on the latest episode of her podcast, which featured a chat with Paris Hilton about the labels of bimbo and dumb blonde. But American columnist Kat Timpf has told the royal to get a grip after constantly complaining about her life. She said, "All of her millions and millions of dollars and all the prestige that she has, and yet all this person can do is constantly complain. I don't think I've ever heard her say something positive. It's always a sob story, it's very intense. She's never just a little sad. Everything is the worst thing, the worst life. She has to get a grip." Former Tory MP Louise Mensch added, "I'll tell you the way that Meghan and Harry could win over the British public. Give up your titles, all of your titles, and become Mr. and Mrs. Mountbatten Windsor, and we will respect you." Meghan said she shared the stage with 25 other women and they were given spray tan vouchers each week. She recalls a woman, who she says ran the show, telling her to suck it in. Speaking at the start of the latest episode of Archetypes, Meghan said, "I ended up quitting the show. Like I said, I was thankful for the job but not for how it made me feel, which was not smart. And by the way, I was surrounded by smart women on that stage with me. But that wasn't the focus of why we were there. And I would end up leaving with this pit in my stomach, knowing that I was so much more than what was being objectified on the stage. I didn't like feeling forced to be all looks and little substance. And that's how it felt for me at the time, being reduced to this specific archetype." Meghan added, "And there were times when I was on set at Deal or No Deal and thinking back to my time working as an intern at the U.S. Embassy in Argentina, in Buenos Aires, and being in the motorcade with the Secretary of Treasury at the time and being valued specifically for my brain. Here, I was being valued for something quite the opposite." Meghan also talked about her hopes for her daughter, saying, "I want my Lily to want to be educated and want to be smart and to pride herself on those things.